I'm Captain Trip with Boat Test, and today I'm standing aboard the new 350 Maximus from NX. Now this boat is built on the same hull as their most popular model for the US market, and that is the 340. But the difference that the 350 brings is an enclosed cockpit and a convertible hardtop with a soft top option. So let's take a look at what this boat has to offer and see what makes it different. One of the exciting things that I want to point out are these twin 400 V10s that are on the back. Now they say it pushes this boat around 60 miles an hour, and that is moving. Me personally, I don't need to go that fast on this boat, but if you want to, you can, and I'm sure you'll have fun doing it. You can see there's also a large swim platform back here, so plenty of room to hang out and do whatever you want to do. And if maybe the evening drops, you want to throw something on the grill, you can. Right now, this one is currently optioned with a wood cooktop, but you can actually get an electric grill here. You also have a sink and a cutting board. And down below, you have a decent amount of storage for fenders, lines, shore power cord, whatever you may want to store down there. You have your shore power receptacle over here on the port side, and diesel fill. This is for the diesel generator that's on board, so you don't have a gas generator. A diesel generator is generally a little bit safer to have on board, so I'm glad NX is doing that. There's also the fill for your water and a storage compartment over here. I'm pretty sure this can be optioned with a chiller plate to make this a refrigerator. You have 3 cup holders back here. And as I move across to the starboard side, there is a freshwater shower, so you can rinse down after you come out of the water. And I do like having my battery switches easily accessible right here at the back of the boat. So maybe I'm going off the boat, it's the last thing I think about, turn them off as I'm exiting the boat. One step up, and I'll note that just under the step, there's a small storage compartment under there. Would be a great spot for some dock lines. And one of my favorite things that I see on these NX boats is the trash receptacle. So this goes right into the engine room, so all your trash and stuff stays out of the cabin. It's really just tucked away, so no unwanted smells and things like that. Under the hardtop, there's a lot of flexible seating with these 2 large L shapes with a small table. And the table can flip up, and there's access to the engine room. Now, this boat can be optioned with inboards or outboards. When you have outboards on this thing, it's just completely open down there. Easy access to all the maintenance items, and just a lot of room if you want to store some extra things down there. Over on the starboard side, under one of the seats, there's a dedicated spot for a cooler, so that'd be handy to have to keep those drinks cold. And we see the JBL audio speakers that are throughout the boat. There's actually 6 right here. This is going to be a pretty good spot for a little party under here. And also on the headliner, you have nice upholstery, some strip lighting, a bit more forward. And then, like I mentioned earlier, if we go a little farther forward, there's that convertible top. So it converts from hard top to soft top. Even though it is manual, it's not very difficult to open. You just have to be ready, gotta know how to finesse it, and it slides right open, and now we're letting in a lot of that sunlight. But if you're like me, I spend enough time in the sun, let's close it back. And once you close it, you can simply latch it, and she's there. Moving around on the port side, I'm gonna call this a slightly fancy refreshment station. You have 2 cup holders. Open this up, and this can be optioned with a chiller plate. And it's a fairly deep storage in there, so you can keep a lot of drinks, adult beverages cold in there. And just below, you have dedicated storage for all of your stemware and glassware. So if you want to get fancy, you can do so. On the starboard side at the helm, there's a double seat with a large bolster that goes all the way across. Now, if I flip this down, initially I thought, ooh, that doesn't look very comfortable. Then I came over here and I sat down and I said, self, you're wrong. This is actually pretty comfortable and have a really good visibility, so I don't really need the bolster. So I'm thinking, well, what's the bolster for? Well, if you can flip the bolster up, right now it's a little high for me, but I can flip this down to give me a little bit elevated standing platform, and then open up the convertible top, and I should be able to stand up and see out over the windshield. Full panoramic view. Now at the helm, everything's well appointed, right where I need it. Scan strut wireless charger, cup holder, push button for all of my DC switches, Fusion audio system to run all the speakers on this thing, which I'm sure it will rock out. VHF radio with an easy reach, wheel on a tilt base, very important if you want to be comfortable. Compass is center line of the wheel, so if I'm making that long run and something goes down and I need my compass, I have it with an easy view. Right now this boat is optioned with a small MFD, but I think that's just from the factory what they did. Now they're waiting on their customer to choose what they want. You can probably fit to 12 inches in here. All the way on the starboard side is your skyhook joystick for easy maneuvering in those tight spaces. Then there's your Mercury controls with an easy reach. Trim tab controls right here, also easy to reach. And if you need a little more ventilation, you have this manual sliding window. It opens and closes both port and starboard. Before we head down into the cabin and see what makes this a good boat for overnights, let's walk up to the bow and see what makes it ideal for day trip. With the windshield door open, there's easy access to the bow. You can see there's a large sun lounger up here with a decent backrest, so we can get here comfortably. There's also a handrail all the way around, so maybe you have a few more people up here or you're going through a little bit choppy water. This will still be a safe place to be. And there's also the anchor locker all the way forward, complete with the quick electric windlass with controls up here at the bow and also controls at the helm. So if you're solo, you can still accomplish your anchoring task. And cleats and a few cup holders, and of course, more courtesy lights and JBL audio speakers so you can bring the party all the way to the bow. As I enter the cabin, I notice that it is cozy down here, but it's also open, so there's a decent sense of space. This might be a good spot for a family of 3 or 4 to enjoy a weekend. The V-berth forward has a decent amount of headroom overhead, and there's cushions all the way around, so you can kind of get up here and lounge. And it does appear that it switches to a table. Whole side windows are going to be letting in some natural lighting, some recessed LED lighting all the way around. A small galley with a microwave, a decent amount of cubbies to store your small items, refrigerator and drawers underneath alongside the sink and the Corian countertop. And as we move all the way aft, you have a mid-berth underneath the cockpit, and it looks like it's actually a bit larger than the V-berth. So if you are a small family, the parents would probably ideally be seated there. And there's a little couch along the port side, which would be a comfortable spot to relax. Over on the starboard side is the head. Now you open this up, and I'm kind of surprised at the amount of space in here. And technically it is a wet head, but it's actually a fairly well done wet head because there's a glass divider between the shower area and the toilet. So you're kind of going to be protecting some of those things. So whenever you're showering, you're somewhat separate than the rest of the bathroom. So it's going to help keep it clean. There is, of course, a toilet, side hall window with an opening vent for some ventilation. There's a vanity with storage underneath and a mirror and some strip lighting that really gives some elegance in this head. I hope you enjoyed this brief walkthrough of NX's new 350 Maximus. If you're considering a small cruiser for a small family, this might be worth adding to the list. I'm Captain Trip with BoatTest, reminding you that life is better on a boat.